I think most of the story I didn't get. Most of the second part I did not get.
Really?
Everybody had a candle lit.
Really? Which way they go?
So it started off with a lot of planning, so we knew where every light bulb was going to go. And then a group of cavers took in a couple electricians fully garbed so we can do the least amount of damage as humanly possible. Then we hit it all, so you can see the cave, know what we did to the cave. Alright, so here's what's going to happen next. So we're going to continue on, end up going down a little hill. It gets a bit steep. Please watch your step. There is a rail, should you need it. We like to call it a stalagpipe. Thank you for acknowledging my dry cave humor. At the end of that passage, we get to see some more formations, but it's a really small spot. Then you're going to go up the stairs to the next room. Halfway up, even more formations, including flowstone that looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate river, and strips known as cave bacon. Can't forget cave bacon.
All right.
But to start it all off, do watch out for Headache Rock. It's got its name for a reason.
No. How you doing? Good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good.
Headache Rock.
There. Oh, that's a gorgeous. Oh, that's a big headache. Okay, yes, please. I might need it. I don't have muscles right here.
Let's take tiny steps.
No, if I'm just gonna push me. Wow. Now, was that the stuff that you see when they cut the rocks open and you can buy them in the gym stores with the purple?
You can buy that.
Yeah.
There's a railing right here, babe.
Whatever. It keeps my big butt up from falling down. So.
These are called, well, they're kind of big for soda straws, but they're kind of straws.
So right here?
The ones that are hanging here.
Up on the right-hand side,
Right.
Willy Wonka's chocolate river and strips known as cave bacon.
Look at this.
I would be very disappointed if I found out that it was So a stalactite holds tight to the ceiling.
Watch this right
A
here.
stalagmite
Right there.
you might trip over. And a column is where they meet. And yes, that is what we really do call them. That is indeed water. It's reflecting the ceiling, even though it's only a few inches deep. And then do watch your heads, but don't forget, halfway up on the right-hand side, Willy Wonka's chocolate river, and strips known as cave bacon.
Bacon, bacon, bacon. Get in front of me.
Beautiful.
So a stalactite holds tight to the ceiling. A stalagmite you might trip over. And a column is where they meet. And yes, that is what we really do call them. Thank you. And yes, if you have no idea, you will have that is deep water. It's reflecting the ceiling, even though it's only a few inches deep.
This is beautiful. I'm gonna keep climbing.
Okay. Look at this.
With the exception of the deep
Wow.
And don't forget, halfway up on the right-hand side, Willy Wonka's chocolate river and more cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna try to pass us.
Okay.
We won't let her.
Are you leading the way?
I'm just like,
No tourists left behind.
I don't know. So that spot with the chocolate river, if you were to climb behind all that, keep going, after about at least an hour of intense caving, you would ultimately find yourself at the beginning of a vertical passage going down. Halfway through that vertical passage is an 8.5-inch opening we call jam crack. Because you literally have to jam yourself into a crack.
Oh, wow.
Before going down for at least another 45 minutes minimum, before finally climbing up where other cave tour section is now. It's how that section was discovered. So if you go on the other cave tour, your tour guide should show you a hole lit up by a red light. That's the connection. So my next light switch is on the ball of your time. And then we're going to continue on. As always, please watch your lens.
How do you do that?
You all right?
Yes.
Watch your head.
You need a mirror for that.
Right. Sit down when we get out of here.
I'm good.
I know.
I'm straight.
I know.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Just
That's
after
what,
you guys-
that's what we're going to do.
Just after you guys walked in, the swings are going.
Yeah, I heard somebody say it. Okay. All right.
Come on in, going up. Don't be shy. Watch out for the rock on the side. It grabs people by the face.
Okay.
It's like one of those on every cave tour.
A face grab. All right.
I plan on going up, but you don't. Oh, this is watching. All right. Most common question I get about this room is this where we have the parties? The unfortunate answer is no. We are not allowed to have any drinks on the rocks. But we do, however, use this room as a classroom. Sometimes we have school groups. When the schools arrange it with us, we can bring kids in here, teach them about caves and cave life in a cave, which is why there's chairs, a little table. Unfortunately for us, this is the last stop on the tour. Right over there is where we started. They made it really easy so people shouldn't be able to get lost, turn it into a loop. I'd like to say thank you guys for joining me today.
Thank
You guys
you,
have been
thank you.
wonderful. All that's left is to make sure you see that original entrance before we head through the exit. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Stalactite.
Okay. Okay. He kicked my baby.
I'll just break. I won't bounce.
Missed him all these
Oh, actually, I have.
I'm turning over the
Well, don't get your face grabbed.
only because I didn't think of it.
Oh, that's good. I got hit by 2 fairies.
Oh, nice.
Oh, here's some more roots.
Oh, roots.
Right over here is the original entrance to Darrow Discovered Cave. I mentioned you had to dig at that spot. Before that, there was no opening big enough for a person to fit through. 1960, a man named Pete Preble was exploring the fairy caves. He's the one who found the other section of cave. Kept quiet about it. The following year of 1961, He bought the land from the Darrow family. When he did, he blocked off the original entrance with the iron bars and the rocks, and he's what he put on the iron doors I like to call the dungeon doors. He wants to make sure nobody can get in without his permission. And a fun fact, on his birth certificate, his name, Peter Pan Preble. Peter Pan owned the fairy caves before we bought it from him.
Nice.
So once you see this, you're more than welcome to follow me on out. It looks like sunglasses on standby. Or it would be a good idea.
What's her name?
I'm gonna ask her before I turn off.
I only know where
Kiki. She said Kiki. Man. There's our photographer. You okay, babe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one question.
My pocket.
Thank you, Kiki.
You're very welcome.
All right. From the caves into the.
And if you want to check out those cave photos, they'll be right up there at the photo shack.
Okay.
It was the first tip I ever got up there. So I told him it was nice to just. It's just nice to enjoy.
Okay, so that's what you guys are doing later when we're gone.